So it's day 5 at the Ness of Brodgar, and while yesterday was the story of extensions, today we're going to be chasing back around this team here at Structure 26 and over in the second field at Trench T, just to see how they're making progress with their extensions and seeing what they're coming down onto. What can you guys tell me about Structure 26? What is it that you're... What is
Not
it
very much at the moment.
It's buried under an enormous pile of mud.
We've just got the very corner of it down here, and it seems to be full of rubble.
And it's
So it's different to the other a lot of the other buildings, because rather than being full of midden, it's full of rubble.
Well, they seem to have taken the nice, smooth
all the nice
faced
stuff.
stone, and then anything
Just
that's a
dump the
bit
rest
rough,
in the
they've
middle.
just dumped it into the middle.
Straight in
So
the middle.
they just kind of pulled the walls down and said, we'll have that, we'll have that, we'll have that. And the rest
But
of it.
we've only got the very corner of it here at the moment.
Yeah.
So that's why we're expanding.
You'd expect to see some degree of robbing, wouldn't you, in terms of sort of later structures?
It's really
They're not
jumbled
interested in
here.
all the
It's
stuff.
hellish.
They just want
And it's like a
nice
Jenga
place.
puzzle trying to work out what's wall and what's rubble at the moment.
Here, this is the wall of what we're calling Structure 26. And it's about 5 or 6 courses high at least, about 8 in places to be honest that are visible. We've got Structure 10 just here, so the close proximity between the external wall of 10 and what seems to be the external wall of 26 just certainly poses a really interesting question as to the contemporaneity between the two possible episodes of building, one being later than the other. I'm just going to take these out and have a look at them, Claire, but I'll take them out one by one so they get back in the right bag. Some really nice bits of flint they found already in this little area just on top of Structure 26. That's a lot, yeah. I mean, to me that is just gorgeous. The colour of it's beautiful. It's the smallest thing sometimes. It all points towards sort of tool use, I suppose, isn't it, in the kind of like area of industry.
Yeah, there was a broken scraper somewhere yesterday.
Again, this is lovely. It's got a few little chips, but we can't really be too certain as to whether they're use marks or...
Here it's a bit high.
And it had that smell. Yeah. Because the heat, the salt paraffin sort of, you could go in with a milk bottle basically and they'd give you a
Well, we had quite a couple of nice pieces of decorated stone there. 2 separate bits of slab, but when we pulled them out, they were all decorated along the edge. Pulled them out and they fitted together.
Oh, cool.
So I think there's potential here for some nice stuff to come out.
Yeah, one of those sort of interesting corners perhaps. It's amazing what just an extra foot of soil coming off can do, isn't it, in terms of showing all the stuff that you might have coming up.
This has all been, it's amazing how big the trench looks now
Yeah.
as well with
Yeah,
you know, it's only a metre and a half kind of extension
yeah.
on each side, but still looking square and
Yeah, nice and shapely.
rectangular.
Yeah. Dave's kindly let me get into Trench T and have a closer look around what we've got going on, so let's have a quick look. This is the drain arrangement that we've got down at the bottom of Trench T. Really nice kind of parallel drain, some of the capstones still in situ. And this course of walling that it's kind of butting up against also implies that this might perhaps be an external wall. But more than that is the mystery of these massive orthostats. Let's have a look at those. So butting up against this orthostat that I'm stood just right in front of here is the end of this giant 4 metre plus long orthostat. And we're absolutely no idea how deep into the ground it's set at the moment, and like with the other side it will be a while before we can get down to that depth to have a look, but it really does kind of give you a nice right angled shape here with the corner, the two orthostats meeting. Won't be too long before we have some really cool stuff going on in Trench T, I'm certain of it. Now it's quite nerdy, but I'm going to take you towards one of my favourite parts of this trench, which, believe it or not, isn't the 4 metre long orthostat. It's actually this profile of stratigraphy here, and now it doesn't look a lot to the naked eye, and perhaps it might even not be too clear, but there are some real beautiful lenses, as an archaeologist especially, some beautiful lenses of deposition here, some darker sort of burnt layers almost, and this kind of really rich organic kind of brown midden material that sits underneath it. It really is the stuff that we actually get quite quite excited about. It's just depositions and layers and periods of history accumulated.
I think. And there's similar over here as well. You seem to have orthostats, slightly orthostats at higher level, and then a lower level orthostat down there.
It's confusing stuff, isn't it? There's a lot all going on in one area.
Oh, that's good. At least in the upper stuff they're going to be dealing with big context.
Yeah.
Fire a lot of people into.
It's a real hive of activity now. Friday afternoon, about 4 o'clock, Mike's just found a really nice piece of grooved ware that's sitting sort of parallel to the second bit of walling that we found, which isn't the bit of walling, of course, that we were looking for, but the one that we found nonetheless. And Roy's just come over as well. It's all kicking off. End of the first week, and we really have hit the ground running now. So tune in for the next video at the start of next week, and we'll have some more interesting things to report.